I feel like a lot of people have very polarizing views on what they think the best power in the game is. Also, what's up, Spicy? And Tom's chat as well. I say hi. I forgot to say hi to your chat. Hi, Tom's chat.
Hi, past chat.
I hope we're all doing well. Happy Friday. But yeah, my take was like, I mean, the second power, the fourth power, and the craziest thing is we've actually seen some of these like powers come back because of our custom games too. So
and
my
I do
thing
think
is,
it's gonna be
yeah,
like a decent list overall because there's always a chance for them to come back, and I think that's great about like the power system. Like a new, like when the game comes out, every patch is like, oh, let's cycle out 5 powers, bring in new, and then you're already aware, you know.
Yeah,
You've seen
exactly.
them previously.
Exactly. I mean, I agree with you on that regard. My thing is, how do we want to structure the way that we actually review powers? Because I feel like it's very difficult depending on like characters and stuff. I think just overall, I don't know if there's a way to quantify like this power is best, other than like if you wanted to say like this power is great on most characters, or like this power, like for example, radioactive, it could be S tier for one person, it could be D tier if it's on Zeph type of thing.
Yeah.
But because it's so powerful on one character, it's like always a pickup. I like that's something that we're probably gonna put S type of shit.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of, is it like a very versatile power? Like, can a lot of the hunters use the power? And also at the same time, like, do you just want to pick it up in most cases?
I mean, yeah, so, I mean, if we're on that same page, I feel like just discussing would make it easier to know, I guess, in terms of just, like, where to put it. I mean, I'm okay with that as well. Because I feel like, unless maybe we'll run into some hot takes. I guess we can discuss, now that we have 2 people, though, we can kind of hear out realistically where it would land.
Yeah, we can try it out. Just see, like, what kind of logic we come up with.
Yeah, okay. Well, then I have no problem starting with Abyss Specialist and saying that power is probably just S tier, in my opinion.
I think that's a really good power, yeah. It's like you just get value on all hunters. Like, of course, some hunters you get more value, Jewel, but like other hunters, like Celeste is good with it for mobility, but you would rather have it on certain ones. So I agree with that.
I don't think there's a single hunter in the game where I'm going to complain if I find an Abyss Specialist. If my whole team has Abyss Specialist, like, I'm never complaining.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that one right there, I don't even think it's underrated. I've had some talks with Steve, and we've talked a lot about, like, we think that Abyss Specialist should not be a blue power with how good it is. And maybe like a purple power that doesn't drop as often might be better for it.
I agree with purple. Yeah, it's not like an exotic red or anything, but purple makes sense.
Purple would make more sense. And I have some other takes that maybe some other powers that are purple should be exotic. And we're going to have some hot takes today. And even my chat is already saying, Spicy Marinara is saying, I have a couple hot takes on powers as well. So I'm actually curious as what chat says too. So if any hot takes are seen in chat, I want them to be made so we can talk about them. But what is this? Killing Spree?
Adrenaline
Rush?
Yeah.
It's just the reset of cooldowns, I believe.
I think it is a D tier. The reason why I think it's D tier is because it takes so long to actually use, and cooldowns in general isn't that high. So the amount of time you're using to try to just activate it makes it kind of useless for the value that you get out of it.
Now, is that aside from it being a red power? Like, if you think this was a purple or a blue power, do you think it would be better?
Oh, that's also a good question. I think maybe if it is... No, I think it's just that bad because it takes too long. I guess if they make it a blue power and the channeling time goes down, it would be better. But like just in the current state, I don't think you get value because it takes too long compared to the value you get out of it.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I think this power is just... I remember the whole patch where you would go to every single shop, and every single shop, the red power would be this power, and everyone would just get mad.
Yeah.
Like, even the community just collectively agrees, wow, this power is just... I don't know. It's just kind of I feel like it's a waste of a slot. It's just kind of rough. There are some powers that I think that are unironically worse than it, which I guess we'll get to, but... I don't know. I don't disagree with the fact that I just don't pick it up. D for don't pick up.
That's a good one.
But Air Blast, see, as a player that plays a lot of characters that need things to get off of me, I do like Air Blast. But I also think Air Blast is a highly versatile power, especially late game, where I personally would put it in like, I'd put it in maybe a high A tier.
I agree with that. It's like a power that you could still get value on all hunters. Like, you're not mad getting an Air Blast because, like, all hunters kind of need the peeling anyway if you end up in a sticky situation. So
there's also just so much combo potential too. So much combo potential. Like, I'm never mad. Honestly, I would say if I find an Air Blast, there's a high likelihood in like a tournament that I'm probably taking that to the end of the game. Like,
Yeah,
I would definitely prioritize keeping that on someone in the team. It could maybe be an S tier. But I feel like Air Blast is like one of those powers that I'm not mad at that it's a purple. And I'm not mad at its power level. Because it's not like you couldn't see that someone had an Air Blast and that you couldn't play around it. I think this is like, honestly, one of the most W powers in the game, in my opinion. Like, I like this shit.
I agree.
feel good about it. What is this next one? Is this oh, is this Anti-Moby Field?
Yes, Anti-Moby Field.
Oh, what? Okay, I want to hear what you have to say about this power first.
I think that it is very versatile, but I think it's only good in competitive play. I don't think you really get value out of it in like in pub games because they're too quick. Like, sure, you can make some plays with it, like throwing it behind if somebody's chasing. But I feel like it's so easy to get around in the map, so you only really get value out of it in chokes. So I would be like, it's a good power that you can get a use of. Like, it's not super good, not super bad, so probably like a B tier, honestly.
I think it's incredibly underrated.
I think it's so underrated in competitive, but I don't think like you ever see value from it in pub games. So it depends if like where you value.
I mean, why do you feel like you don't get value out of it in pub games? Just because it's too fast? Like, pubs are too fast. There's no slowing them down.
It's like too easy to get around it. Because you can just jump over the Moby field. But in fights, that's like, it's so good in team fights. But using it in team fights, I think is unrealistic. Like, I've seen people do it a couple times. I've done it a couple times myself. Yeah. But fights are a lot more spread out, and that's why it's harder to get value out of it. But
yeah, I mean, I could agree with it.
Multiple teams in like smaller areas, super high value. If it's like a comp tier list, then S tier for sure. But like, if you value both sides, I would say B.
I wouldn't say like upper B. I think this power is slept on because as a player that was playing like Zeph and Aluna, I pop that down and I just play around it in a fight. The value I'm actually getting out of that, even if it's like peeling for myself, is so understated. Like, I think it's really good. But is it better than me having an Abyss Specialist or an Air Blast? Right now, I don't know if I could put them in the same tier. Maybe if I see all the powers together, I could be like, yeah, this power's getting slept on even harder. But I don't know. I feel like it's pretty good.
Yeah,
I feel like most people say it's C or D. Like, I feel like most people are like, "Oh, Anti-Moby sucks." But I'm like, no, this is not a bad power by any means. It's just not in the game.
Like Air Blast, as you say, it's like instant value with Air Blast. But we feel it's just more conditional value.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Now here's the next one.
Barrier, my boy.
I don't know. Like,
B for Barrier. It's a good healing item. It's like, you will always take it if you have room for it. It's not broken anymore, but it's just good value. I think it's like
still really good though. If you
would
can
have
get
it
your
as high as A?
hands on it.
I would only put it in A tier now if I have like the combo. That's the thing.
Because it's like, it's terrible if you don't have Green Thumb, but it's so good if you have Green Thumb. Like,
so
it's
situational.
too good.
That's why it's like back in B again.
My thing is, it could also get hard destroyed by the meta. Like, if Felix is ever meta, goodbye to your Bear Eater combo. Like, there's no point.
True.
So, here's the problem. It feels criminal putting this in B tier. Like, it feels criminal. Just because that one patch that you literally would drop in the middle of the map so you could get your hands on at least one of these on your team. But because you're right, because it's so conditional, like, imagine if the Bear Eater ends in the desert. You have essentially no power.
You're smiling.
You essentially have no power. So, okay. Yeah, you know what? I agree. Maybe B for... I swear to God, if someone skips to the end of this live VOD, sees the tier list, and says, why is Barrier Eater B tier? Please just watch it. Just watch it. Okay, I want to hear your take on Veil Piercer, Blink Dagger, whatever people want to call it.
Blink Dagger S tier. I think like on a lot of the hunters, you get like instant value, but also for hunters that don't get like the combat value, it's just such a good tool to get around, and it's a lot further. I think like you can go a lot further than what people expect. Like the distance you can travel with Blink Dagger is really good. I would probably would I have it below or above Abyss Specialist?
I know how I would put it. I would for sure put this at bottom, like lower S tier. I think it's overhyped.
Yeah.
I think it's
You think
overhyped.
it's overhyped?
Because I think that you have to look at it in terms of like other red powers that you could possibly be picking up, and what other powers in the game kind of do similar things that Blink Dagger can do. For example, like Grapple Hook or like Hover Wings do similar things to the interaction you're going to get out of a Blink Dagger, but the problem is Blink Dagger's red. Now, I'm not saying Blink Dagger's bad, and I'm still very happy if someone on my team has a Blink, but I think everyone thinks that's like the GOAT.
No, but the difference is that if you compare like Blink to Grapple and Hover Wings, the difference is that there is a lot of hunters that get like 100% value where you can't react or do anything unless
I mean, if we're talking Kingpin, like Blink Dagger is the best power in the game.
Yeah, you could do it like with Myth, you could do it with Bishop, you could do it with Kingpin. There's like multiple hunters, so I think like by the sheer high you can have with Blink Dagger, it also values over.
That is true. That is very true. So,
and Oath, I forgot Oath as well.
Yeah, but like Oath with like Grapple Hook, you get it more consistently too. That's the thing. Like I don't think every single game I get, I'm gonna be getting a Blink Dag. Like it's not consistent enough. Sure. To the point where me personally, I would probably put it here, but I could see why someone would want to put it here. But I feel like the Abyss Specialist is more consistent. Like it's a blue power.
That's a fair point. Yeah, if we compare it also to it being a blue power, like then I can agree. Like the value you get compared to like its tier.
I mean, the semantics don't matter too much, because if I get a Blink Dagger and I'm playing Kingpin, I'm picking it up. And an S tier power, I feel like the gap between S and A is quite large. Like I'm not by any means saying Blink Dagger is a bad power. I just when I first started playing the game, everyone was like, yo, Blink Dagger, every time, pick it up. But now I'm like, Blink Dagger and Radioactive in the same box? Depending on comp, there might be a better power to pick. But that could be a discussion for later, too. Maybe we can move this up.
Yeah.
Look, Bloodstone, I think it's really bad.
C tier. I don't think
you
it
think
is as
C
bad
tier?
Yeah, like I can see value for it. I don't think it is as bad as Adrenaline Rush, but there is value to it. But you don't really want it.
My thing is, I think it's overhated, but I still think it's bad. Especially last patch. Did they change it at all? I swear they changed it.
I don't know.
Because people were like, wait, I just lost to a Bloodstone. What happened to this power? And I'm like, I don't know. It's not my power that I ever pick up on my characters. I think it's overhated. I don't know. I still would put it in D, because it's a power that I would rather just never pick up on some people. I'm gonna be honest. But maybe because what other powers here would be D? Like I guess that's another thing I'd have to look into. I could see a use for it though.
Yeah, because like especially like Elunas, if they have literally nothing else, you get value because of you get an extra like shield passive for your backpack.
I guess that's true. Maybe I'm just not a big enough brain player to understand the value that Bloodstone brings to the table.
It's not that it's a big value.
It's
like,
not
by
a lot.
Any means.
Like I think this is bottom of the barrel C tier.
Yeah.
And this I feel like this might even be a stretch.
Yeah, most other C will probably go above it. So
yeah, I could see that. Okay, Brush Boar. Is this even in the game anymore? I don't think it is. I think they took it out.
I can't remember seeing it.
But
that's a good C tier as well.
I think it's top C tier. I don't think it's bad by any means. It's like Berry Eater in the sense that it's so like situational. Like you have to have a bush, but if you have a bush and you're just bush ratting, like a true North American player, just get that stun off. Hogs don't lose. It's too OP. Yeah, but I think that's
And-
enough to say. I mean, I don't think there's anything else to really say about that one. That's just, yeah, it is what it is.
Pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
A bungee though. Bungee gum. Love that one.
Where are you gonna put it? I think
I would put it
yeah,
A.
that's what I'm thinking. But
Yeah.
maybe
I would-
above Air Blast or below. I think above. Actually,
Yeah, I think above. Yeah, I
it's
agree.
harder to use, but you could get a lot more out of it because it's a lot more versatile. Not saying
Yeah,
Air Blast isn't, but like Bungee is always a good pickup.
Yeah, 'cause like for like hunters, you can use it as a mobility tool to get away, and any hunter can use it as a peak potential.
Yes. Yeah, no, I think it's very and yeah, get away, push people back, right click people into the bungee, make them go meow, like on mid maybe. Like I just think there's so much. It's just a fun power. It is a purple. Yeah, I think it's just really good. Honestly, on any player too, it's a playmaking opportunity, so I don't mind that at all. Hot, or whatever they called it, burning core. I'm putting
That's
a C
probably
tier.
another D. I think it's C.
Oh no, I was saying C. I think it's above Bloodstone.
Yeah, I think below,
below
Brushmore
Brushmore.
though. Yeah, yeah.
I think this is another. I think it's another power like the Bloodstone. I think it's a little too overhated. Like I don't think it's as bad as people give it because it's at least something that makes some kind of like number. But
Yeah,
it's
I was a bit
kinda,
sad when they removed
yeah.
that. Like that was the patch I was playing Felix, so like having double burning core
Yeah.
with Felix, that was so fun.
It
like.
did feel pretty good. I won't lie.
Yeah.
But even having it on like Zeph, if someone tries to dive me, at least I have like some type of zone that I can play in and get some
Yeah.
passive value while I'm waiting for my team to like wake up and maybe peel for me a little bit.
Wake up.
Please help me. Okay. What's this next one? I forget what this one's called. Brushwhacker? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, I think it's Brushwhacker. I think if you want to cater to your like American audience, then it's like an S tier. If you want to cater to the EU audience, then I think it's like probably a C tier. But
I think this power is slept on, but just like Brushboard, it's too like conditional.
it at least pushes Americans to get out of the bush to get value from the power, you know. So
I
would
don't know.
like-
When I use it for the speed boost over anything, because I
Yeah.
think the speed boost is really strong. The problem is it's a purple power for not enough consistency out of a purple power. I do think it's top of C,
Yeah.
but it's just I don't know.
Yeah, I think the problem with me is that it is a purple. It doesn't feel like a purple
Yeah.
item.
Feels like a
Power.
blue. Feels like a blue.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think it's bad. It's just purple. It's taking up slots of other things that I would rather want in my purple slot. But maybe that's a good thing though. That like sometimes
Or
it's a
like-
low roll
like-
purple.
Okay, like Chips is saying, I'm crazy, but I think the power rarities mean nothing. Yeah, it doesn't mean much, but it's more about like the rarity of how often you can get the powers, but more so giving a good introduction to new people to actually understand the value of the item. I feel like the rarity should try to explain in a decent way how much you kind of want to value them compared to other powers.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel too accurate at the moment.
Yeah, I would say there's definitely powers that are just, I mean, like Abyss Specialist that are just way better than others. But maybe that's like, you want to have a mix of each tier to have like a percentage that some powers just aren't as great as others so that you don't just like find a purple and then immediately it's game changing. But that sounds kind of dumb, but I'm not a game dev, so I mean.
Yeah, 'cause like Steve says, like imagine being a higher tier power than Stealth Cloak, but being a worse version of Stealth Cloak, like the Bushwhacker.
Yeah, oh, true. That's actually too real. I got a bunch of thinkers around me. They think for me and I click the buttons. That's my job. All right, so
Exactly.
I think we should handle all of the
Yes.
runes together because I do think that some are better than others, but I also like I don't know how you feel about these powers.
The Omnivamp go instantly bottom D tier. Like, the
Even
problem
worse
with-
than this?
Yeah, because like the stat is just so bad.
It's just non-existent. It just doesn't
yeah.
exist. It's not real.
Like you get more value from Adrenaline versus the long period of time you have to use it to activate it, but like Omnivamp, there's like no value.
Yeah, I mean, with anti-heal being as strong as it is,
Yeah, that as well.
I don't know. I would rather.
I would
take
say
anything
like
else.
Mana is probably the best out of those. I don't think the movement speed stat is that high.
I
But,
don't
like,
even
the
remember.
Mana rune, the mana, like it's nice to have. Like you're playing Seth, you don't really have anything
Oh,
else.
wait, sorry.
I would put it like I would have that bottom C, And then
I would put it
everything else
above.
D.
Would I put it above Bloodstone?
Oh, actually, maybe over Bloodstone, honestly.
I really like the tech cooldown thing. Just to have over some other powers, like
Yeah.
maybe even put it above hot. I don't know. I don't think CDR is that bad. The thing is, like, my thing is these whole powers existed purely because of Statistician. So you could just buff your stats if you found them. But now that isn't even in the game anymore. I feel like you should just take these powers out of the game. They don't add any sauce. Sure, I don't know. I'd probably put this above too, like around here. I don't think CDR is that bad.
Mama above it.
I'd put him in like the
Mama's just
same.
always
Yeah,
value.
okay, that's true.
Yeah.
Then you don't need to pick up a mana.
having both of them.
Maybe I put it above that, or maybe even like, is that too much?
Maybe.
It's not, because here's the thing. It's not situational. It's like always just passively a decent thing to have. Like maybe I'd put it here, or is that off the crack cocaine coping?
I can fuck with it.
I don't know. I don't think they're as bad as people say they are, but like when I look at all these powers, these are the ones I'm taking. Type shit.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Mana Rune, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. They just lost so much sauce in terms of the sauciness of it and the what it adds to the game. I'd rather take these 4 runes out and substitute them with powers that existed before.
Yeah.
That's my take. But maybe that's not a good take for the game, and it's good to have some simple powers that are just passively doing things. But all right, Chonker Cannon. I remember watching good comms a lot in previous metas with different rosters, and you guys used the fuck out of Chonker Cannon, so I'm curious as to what you think.
I think the chonkers in general are really good. I think it's kind of the same with the anti-mobility field, where I think you get a lot more value out of it in competitive games.
True.
But I think it's like top B tier in like general average, because it's very good setup. It's something you can put yourself behind to block stuff, and it's consistent.
Does it give vision? I don't think Chonkers give vision,
no.
right? No.
I don't think it. No. Yeah.
But you can zone off a whole area. I think, I agree with you. It's like, I think it's unironically horrible in pubs because there's like never a place to like zone. But it could, I'd say it's honestly better than the anti-Moby late game circles and show matches.
Yeah, because you also can like block stuff, which I think is really good. That's
just
why
so
like
polarizing,
slightly
though.
above. Yeah.
I feel like anti-Moby's better in pubs, but the Chonker Cannon is better in show match. It's so annoying to play against.
The
It's
Chonker Cannon is S tier for Triple, D tier for everyone else.
Where do we put it though? I don't want to put it A tier. I want to put it like maybe B tier.
I would say top B. I think it's better than anti-mobility.
I could see it. It's just such a weird power. Like, I just hate it. I hate it because it makes the game actively more annoying, but it is a chonker, and we need chonkers in the game because they're funny. I don't know. It just makes the space of the fight so annoying. I don't know.
Yeah.
But, okay, Creep Cloner. I want to hear your thoughts on this.
Ooh. It really depends on where you are, because, like, the values of the creeps that you're actually picking up. Because some are terrible, and some are pretty good. I would probably have it in B tier, because a lot of them have their value. Would I put it above Chonker or below? Honestly, probably below. I feel like I can see more consistency with others. Maybe bottom B?
But do you know that the creeps give vision?
Yeah, I do. They give vision.
I value that a lot in terms of holding a lot of space and not having to worry about a team coming. I don't know if I was thinking maybe we put a top B, but like having a sniper creep and just putting it behind your team, and now they're just like poking or just looking behind. The vision is really nice.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
No,
now
I
here's the
agree.
thing. You could also agree. You could also argue you could just use a scan grenade. You could just use a consumable. So I don't think I'd put it A tier. I think I'd put it. Maybe I'd put it below Chonker Cannon, above Anti-Moby.
Yeah, I can get that with that.
Because I am not complaining if someone has to bring a Creep Cloner into late game circle. Especially if you can manage to get an Ice Freak too. Those things are nice. Those things are nice. Shout out to the Bappers. Yeah, I don't know. I used to think that it was kind of bad, especially since the healing creep got nerfed. But I don't know. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's bad at all.
No, I agree. I agree.
The ward, the ability to have a creep being able to see things, I think is really nice. It makes it from a C to a B for me.
Yeah,
and that's like the main thing. But okay, cremation. It's not in the game anymore as a power, but when it was in the game, how much value do you think we're getting out of this?
I think like a C tier. It's just
Where
so
in
much
C
more
would you put it?
Ooh, I would probably. I'll honestly probably have stats above. I'll probably put it above Bloodstone. It's
You put it that low?
Yeah,
I'd put it like. I'd probably put it like top of C, bottom B.
Really?
I think cremating a wisp, and if you can find a pick before the other team, that like for sure, especially in Oath meta, like for sure makes it 10x harder if like you have a cremation and they don't. But the thing is, there's also characters that can just kind of do that, and you probably always have a myth. Like if you're
I feel
not,
like most often you like killing the wisps, but that might be me being biased for like highly competitive games. Maybe like if it's like more average games, then you get a lot more value out of cremation because fights are a lot more split. But I feel like
that's true.
Die quick anyway. So like I can see it being higher value. Then maybe I'm a bit biased on it.
I think where I would put it is above Brush Boar, above Mana Rune. I don't know. I value it a lot. I think it's better than having Hot or Brush Boar, because it's always going to have at least something that you add to a fight. Like that pressure alone. Is it great? No. Man. Like, I want to put it like here. But maybe we put it here is what you're saying?
Yeah, like it's like I don't mind both spots. There's not like too big of a difference. Like I'm kind of down with both. Yeah, like I don't mind that.
I'm putting it there. Because I don't know. I fuck with cremation, but I guess you are right. In a show match, how much value you really getting here? Well, it depends. It's so situational, but I do think it's better than D tier. It's better than an Omni Vampiroon, and that's a good distinction to make. But okay, E platform. I don't know.
Yeah, well, what do you think? I want to hear.
If it's infinite glider fuel, pretty fucking good. Like sometimes I'm looking for an E platform. Literally any other game, I don't mind if it's in my inventory, but I don't want to take it to late game. It's somewhere in C for me.
I agree. I was thinking like just below Bushwhacker, because I feel like there's a higher chance of you getting values from bushes on the map rather than abyss from the map.
I could see that.
So like it can be insane, like as you say, with certain like storm shifts and such, but yeah, I don't think it's like often or anything. So it's more niche.
Yeah, I don't think anything else really needs to be said about that. All right though. We got our first prop hunt power. Ghillie suits.
So again, which audience are we catering to right now?
Okay. Here's the thing. When the game evolves, everyone's going to be shooting bushes. There's no excuse not to be, no matter what region you're playing in. And
trees as well.
Yeah, and trees. I'm shooting everything right now. I just don't think ghillie suit, like, it slows you down. You could combo it with someone with the Bushwhacker, which I've done before, if you have literally nothing, or the Brush Boar. I think it's D tier. I think it's D tier. I think it's like here.
I agree.
It's fun though, and it has a place in the game for being fun.
There is one super niche thing I want to tell you about it though, which is fun that the eSib taught me. Is if you have the brush power and you're on a campfire, you can activate it on like the box where you like pick up a campfire and you won't see the bush, and your whole team can stand on that one and not be seen at all. It doesn't look like there's anybody there, like not even a bush.
While you're capping it and someone's trying to recall.
Yeah.
All right, guys, it's earned its spot above Adrenaline Rush.
Above Adrenaline Rush, hell yeah.
Nice. What's up, Jack? Nice. Wow, that was a really good distinction to be made. But now I actually know. Okay. I don't know.
generally think tree costume is better than Gilly. I agree with Major. Tree suit is better than Gilly suit.
I agree.
Yeah.
But what should we use as the denomination for that on this list?
Oh yeah, so we don't have.
We don't have it, but I would probably put it like below movement rune. I'll be honest. Like I just don't know.
No, dude, I would rather have that than Bloodstone. I would believe
Sure,
me,
for
like,
sure.
bottom C.
You know what? Yeah, maybe I would, because people aren't used to it yet.
Yeah.
And it's harder to prop hunt for trees because trees take more shots.
That
Okay,
as
yeah.
well.
But still, against what I see in SNA, I don't know. Okay,
Yeah.
Glider Jets, I want to hear from you because I have strong opinions.
Ooh, this is top B.
Top B?
Yeah, I think it's very situational. It's super good for traversing the map.
Oh, that's true.
It's super good for traversing the map, and for like certain hunters, it's like really good. And I think like if this is like a comp game, I think it's a lot less valuable. Like for average games,
I
like
disagree.
having the way for getting around, I think it's really good. What do you disagree?
I think in a comp game, if I get this early and it can run my early game macro even faster, I view Glider Jets as a catalyst for you to open up more vaults, get more map control to rotate into new powers. Which is why
do you
I
want to be
think
glider jetting alone away from your team? Because you're
if you have information, yeah. I mean, if you have info, you just hit a UAV,
Yeah.
you glider jet. Let's say I'm fucking, I don't know, Cold Fang Keep.
Yeah,
I see that no one is in Enshrine. I pick up a glider jets from the Cold Fang vault. I start with I start bunny hopping with Zeph, dash, bunny hop, zoom, zoom, zoom. I'm on Enshrine Fire within like 5 seconds. Type of thing.
I see that. I can see that. Yeah.
That's why the thing is, I don't know if I'd put it top B.
But
I think you put it bottom B because it is not the power that you want, but it is a power that can get you other powers faster. So the value
I'm
cannot
down
be
with that,
understated.
Yeah.
I think maybe above Berry.
No.
Below Berry.
Oh, yeah. I agree with that. I agree with that. I
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's good. But grapple hook? I used to think it was S tier, but I agree with you. I think it's A tier. I think I put it maybe even below Bungie, above Air Blast.
Ooh, yeah, I agree because it is a more consistent escape tool than Bungie, but it's a less consistent pick tool than Bungie. So,
Like we just said.
you get one better side of it, but worse side of it. Yeah, I agree. Like just below Bungie, I agree.
Because I think Bungie, once people get really good with it, the fact that you can always make a play with it, no matter what the range is. I do think grapple is insane, though. It just depends on the character. These are all, like, A tier are all, like, insane powers, by the way.
Yeah.
So I had a... What is this music? It's going way too hard.
Are you listening
Okay.
to some funk or?
No. It was just some... Now we're on Coconut Mall. Okay. Green Thumb. Dude, I'm gonna be honest. Power is mad slept on. Even on its own, mad slept on. But I want to see... Again, I want to hear what you have... Or maybe I should say what I have to say about it, because I feel like I'm always saying you.
Go for it.
I think late game show match when no one's fighting each other, because I'm American. You can spam the fuck out of bushes, dude. And sure, people know you are there, but now they no longer see you. And it's always just so annoying to play against. Where I think even this power on its own is kind of good. It has a lot of synergies. And I'm never mad if I have it. I don't really want to bring it into an endgame situation. But if I pick it up off of like a box and I'm replacing like a power that I don't really want with it, it's not bad. Whether it be C or B tier for me, I'm not quite sure. It'd probably be high C or low B. But I want to hear what you have to say.
I would probably put it like lowest B, because again, like I see the value of being able to just put control over a space you have more reliably, but I don't see it as that good as C or like for example Bushwhacker, because you are reliant on having something else. But here you kind of build your own thing that you need, so I would like put it bottom B.
Well, I thought I was a crazy man for saying what I said, but hey.
No, I
not
agree
bad.
with you.
And especially
like,
if you
it's
can
like
get
the
Green Thumb
healing.
and Bear Eater, it's just like GG. Like, it's just OP. But
Yeah,
for
like
most
you should have
games,
your own
yeah.
power, like or like one like little brick wire with like half bear eater, half combo, and then put it in an S tier.
Yeah, I mean, Bear Eater combo is still just so crazy.
Yeah.
GA, I think it used to be overhyped, but now a reasonable level of hype. I think I would put it like, I think I put it A tier.
Yeah, I would say bottom A.
Bottom A. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I think
I
it's
agree, I
really
agree.
good, but it's not like a must-have power in my opinion. I think there are just better. Like if I could have like an air or like grapple hook hover wings on Oath, I'd rather have that than like grapple hook GA. I feel like I'd rather have more playmaking stuff because ideally I'm just not gonna die.
Exactly. You're relying
yeah.
on your team to die. And
Yeah.
You shouldn't. You know?
And if I could just outplay them first, GG. But I don't think it's quite B. Health packs. Let's hear it.
Just above GA. Because I think it's very reliant mobility enhancer, and sustain is just always good to have. So like I feel like a lot of people are just bad at using this power because you have a lot of charges you can use, and if you place them correctly, you can get a lot of value out of them in fights. So
Yeah, I almost sometimes. I mean, the thing is, it depends on the character for all these powers. But I was almost thinking like maybe here. Maybe above Air Blast. I think it is super versatile. If you don't have a healer on your team, it helps with sustain. But also the mobility is kind of crazy if you get really good with it.
I think it might be a bit crazy to have it above Air Blast.
That might be true.
Because I think Air Blast, you know, it takes away the enemy above you, so it kind of saves health in a way of you not needing to use the health pack.
Okay, that's real. I think it's still a really good power, though. I think there's a clear distinction between health packs and GA, in my opinion.
I agree.
Okay. This might be my hottest take.
Oh, okay, then I want to hear it first.
This
then.
might be my hottest
Oh, no,
take.
actually... Okay,
I think
maybe
hover
I go
wings.
first and then...
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was thinking, like, maybe I put my opinion, because then I put mine on paper, and then I hear if, like, you're, like, insane or something.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Okay, I haven't thought about this, actually. So, hover wings is, like, insanely good on certain hunters. So, but I don't think... There's some hunters where you just don't get too much value. My immediate reaction is, like, B tier. I don't know exactly where on B tier yet, but like that's like my immediate reaction thinking about it. Okay, shoot me with your hot take.
This is an S tier power. This is an
S-tier?
S
Okay,
tier
this is
power.
hot.
This is better than some red powers. No. Here's the thing. You say it's
Ooh.
better on some characters than others, but the problem is how good it is on these characters that use it. Fucking like Celeste, Oath, Zeph. It just Bishop. It turns these characters into Thanos. I'm telling you, it is better than some red powers. The cooldown is way too low. And if you have seen the clips and the crazy tech you can do with this shit, I think it's S tier. The combos you can have with Abyss Specialist. And here's the thing. What are you always going to have on your team? You were always going to have a Celeste or Oath. Every single game. If you don't, you're trolling. Like 100%. And the value that Hover Wings gives, I think the power needs like I have been saying forever that this power might need a nerf. Like this, it's just so good. Like it is too good. It is too good, Tom. It is too good.
Okay, you're cooking a bit. Oh, sorry, did I interrupt you?
No.
Okay. So yeah, I think from the clips that you're mentioning, I believe you're talking about double hover wings.
No.
Okay.
No. I'm telling
No.
Okay, look. Like I'd have to show you. Hold up. Maybe I could show you.
Maybe you could.
Maybe I could.
Because my immediate reaction is I think it's pretty good, but I think a lot of this can be fixed with not being allowed to have double powers of like the same power. I do like it's just hard. I really want to pick hover wings just over like maybe it is S tier. Maybe I'm just like unlucky not picking. Maybe my pool is so bad that it's like I don't pick it. And also they did nerf it, so you can't cancel it anymore, right? Or am I stupid?
No, you might be able to.
I think You think so? I thought they did it so you can't cancel it anymore.
Where is the clip? Oh my god, why is this clip not on standby? Why is this clip not on...
Lexi, you can cancel? And maybe I am
What the
insane.
glitch?
I thought it got removed.
Is this W Super Res? Dude, why do I name it like this?
Why do you?
Yo, I'm so sorry, but like this clip is so good that I think it's this one. Yes, it's this one.
Okay.
Watch what you can do even on Zeph with hover wings. And this isn't even optimal. This isn't even optimal to have it on this character, by the way.
People like right on the edge of this.
Watch the shit you can do on this character.
Yeah, I mean, they should.
We need to get.
Mid-fight, I can
I mean,
also propel myself
When
like
we
a rocket
respawn,
backwards.
We just have to go, like, up
It's
here
so like
and
watch
hard
this.
push somewhere. Done, get ready.
Yes, this is
Oh
huge.
my, wait, you're the fucking goat.
Tell me that
Oh
is
my
not just
God.
so
Where did this
fucking
come from?
crazy.
Yeah, so you're thinking about like the specific
like-
interaction with ring, like the rings, basically.
But dude, I will never die if I have hover wings. On top of that, for both of your space makers on your team, aka Celeste or Oath, they just get to become Thanos. Like they get to become Thanos. I don't know how to. I just think this power is just always so good on at least one of the people on your team. And also, it synergizes with Abyss Specialist, by the way, where you can keep spam clicking it with Abyss Specialist, which is also an S tier power in this game that we've said. You can keep recasting it. Insane. I think it could possibly. I think it's better than some red powers. It legitimately breaks the game. I've been saying that now. Maybe I'm crazy, and I'm okay if you want to make the argument that maybe it's top A, but I think it's S. I think it's better than some red powers.
Okay, what does the people say?
Well, Mithy is
Is it,
very
like,
on
is it-
my... Mithy in the chat says, this hovers legit break the game and says a bunch of stuff about physics and shit and friction. But then
Yeah,
Jackalakin also
everybody's
says
actually saying
incredibly
yes, yeah.
situational.
Yeah, I'm getting 3 S's here, so you know, but man, this is damn.
Dude,
Maybe
the thing
I'm
is,
really
the
just
thing is, like,
undervaluing it.
on Kingpin, like, I'm never running hovers on Kingpin, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, some characters, yeah, like, hovers isn't that great. But the thing is, if you're not running a character in your composition that wouldn't get a lot of value out of hovers, you are playing the game wrong, in my opinion.
That is a fair point. That is a fair
like
point.
there's something going on that, like, why are we running, like, you'd have to be running, like, Shrike, Myth, I don't know, like, Stalker, and, like what, a Luna? Like, you'd have to be running some real bad comp. But, like, now in the current day and age, I feel like you always have a Celeste, or you always have an Oath. Bishop was crazy. Zeph was crazy. Like, every character gets something out of it. I don't know. I think I put it above Blink because it's even easier to get than Blink. If it was a red power, I could see putting it in A. But I think I don't know. I think it should be a red power. And this could possibly be a video that I make where I say hover wings should be a red power, because I'm telling you, this power has been insane. It just some characters can just break it. And I know we said it's not every character, and that should be taken into account, but the fact that it is so broken on some characters, like, it's insane how broken it is compared to, like, Grapple on Oath, which is, like, it's good, but it's not, like, broken. Hover wings? Okay. Come on now. I don't know. I pick it over some red powers.
I can see it. I can see
Like
it.
Red Nuke versus hover wings. I'm picking hover wings.
I wouldn't put it over Blink though. That's my only concern, because I think the Blink, the reason why it's so broken is that it's like the zero counterplay death. Like, sure, hover wings can stall time, as you said, like with the most wanted get people back is like the mobility, but I think Blink just has more value. But I'm down to keep it an S. Like, I can see it. Like,
You know what?
the cooking.
I will let
Like,
you
you
have
get-
that,
yeah.
because you know what? Blink is OP on KP. Hovers are not. And also,
no, but like,
the thing is, if we looked at both
also
of these,
Bishop,
yeah, okay.
Also,
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, true. I see where
Would
you're
you
going.
actually have hover wings on Oath over Blink?
Would I legitimately have hover wings on Oath over Blink?
Yeah, if
I
you
would
had
have
to choose
both.
between them.
I would have both.
Yeah, but like if you had to choose,
If I had to choose,
of course you want both. Of course you want both.
if I here's my problem. Blink is a red power. That is my problem with it. And I think the way I play Oath, I find that the value between having hover wings and Blink Dagger very similar on my character. And if I roll the slots and I'm scratching my screen at opening up the red chest and I have a myth or a ghost on my team and I see radioactive, my ass is like, you know what, dude? You can have your radioactive. You can have your Be Kind Rewind. I am totally fine with me having hover wings. Like, I'm not going to complain because it's very similar, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with that. So like, yeah.
And then the other thing is, because it's purple and there's not a lot of like purples, and the powers are lowered. Like, you can keep rolling it. And I am literally bar for bar stealing Mithy from chat, what he just said, but I agree. Because there's not that many powers, it's just easier to consistently get this power, which is why I think it's better. But if we're looking at in a perfect world where we could get it every game, yeah, maybe I could argue that. Here's the thing. I think the semantics and getting caught up between these two powers when they're both very similar and how good they are is just dumb. We can both agree these are just really good powers. Like,
Yeah.
They are worthy of both being S tier. Whether one's above the other, who cares? Because in the situation, that's what's going to change whether it's good or not.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to let you put hover wings anything below A, Tom. I am
okay,
so
I see
adamant. I'm so
I appreciate
adamant.
your speech, and I agree with you. I see it.
Okay, awesome. All right. I guess
We got through it.
because you talked first for hovers, I'll talk first for Iron Fist.
Yeah, go for it.
Fucking love this power. I also think it's not as great as it used to be. Like when Punch was in the game,
Ooh. That was a fun patch.
I loved that. Iron Fist is kind of like Punch. The problem is it as good as some of these other powers? I don't know. I'm feeling a top C, low B, but I want to hear what you have to say.
I agree. I would say top C probably. Because like I would always just want to pick Green Thumb and Jetpack over it. Also, like I would just pick Green Thumb just to prepare myself to potentially get the Barrier combo. So I would say like top C. I'm
Actually,
down.
you know what?
I'm also
I
down
actually
for
think
bottom
low B. I think low B.
I'm down for low B.
Because it's just it's like a budget air blast. But you can also punch trees.
Yeah.
So
True.
it makes it innately more situational, but I think it fills the same purpose. I actually think I might put it above Green Thumb.
I wouldn't pick.
But the
I'm
appeal potential for
agreeing
your
with bottom
DPS
B.
though. But that's the thing.
How far is actually the punch? Like how
It's
far
not
do you
that
go with
it's
it?
not that short. It's actually and it comes out pretty fast too. I don't know. I don't think it's bad. I think it's on the same level as these three powers right here.
Yeah, like I won't kill you for taking it over Green Thumb, but like
Wait,
it's,
but
like,
it is blue.
close.
It is blue though.
It is blue.
I think I put it below Green Thumb. I think it deserves to be. Because dude, Green Thumb is so easy to come by. It's a green power.
Yeah.
I think it's easy to come by.
Lil Cook, Toppy, GG.
Okay, but why do you say that?
Because in a world where it is a lot harder to now find like healing stuff, like sure, like the healing hunters are a lot more broken. But also you don't want it for the healing, but for the mana, because you're just instantly chugging your pot after pot after pot, and jump pads are still broken. So I think like just the items you get efficiently and for free with Lil Cook is great.
I agree with you. The only problem I have with Little Cook being top B and not maybe low B is the fact that its cooldown is 3 minutes long.
That's a fair point.
And you don't have another combat power. That being said, if
Yeah,
I
it's
can
actually such a high cooldown,
shuffle,
yeah.
if I can shuffle a power, drop it, put it down, pick up another power late game, and I can just happen to find a Little Cook, it's really good. I think people are underutilizing this power because on average, this thing gives like 2 jump pads. And that's 4,000 gold.
Also, it gives a lot of gold in bonus, just in chunks. So
Oh, that's true too. I would put it like here.
One more to the left.
Okay, I could agree maybe with that.
Yeah.
I think it's underutilized. It's super underhyped.
Yeah.
Like I
agree
feel like
with that.
no one puts it down. Like I've never heard do do do. Oh, also, the song for it is just too fire. Do, do, do. Do 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 do.
I'll start humming to it every time I use it.
Bing bing bong, bing bing boom, bing bing bing. Do we need a trap remix of the Little Cook song? Little Cook
Dolphy,
cooking.
get on it.
Yo, Dolphy, get on that. We want that. Mana Cloud. Oh man. I want to hear what you have to say about this because I want to hear from an outside perspective of someone that doesn't play. I don't think KP is too mana hungry, to my knowledge.
No, like he doesn't mind it that much. Like I haven't really been going mana items, so you do want to be chugging some potions. But I have been enjoying Zephyr recently, and I do think like mana is just like so good to have. Like I think it's like a B for sure. I don't think it's like so situational. I feel like mana is just always something that you want and need.
I don't know.
So
I think Mana Cloud is not. I don't think it's top. I don't think it makes B.
You don't think it makes
I don't
B?
think it makes B.
I would
because I'm never
much
running out of
rather have
mana.
the
I mean, what are
mana
you running
cloud.
on? What are you running on Zeph though? You have to be running the AP Mana Blade, no?
Yeah, but like when your team is going in 1v9 nice a moment, I need to spam click the RMBs. I mean, the mana disappears in a second.
You think it disappears? Here's my take. Here's my
Okay.
take. You can just get the mana back by hitting left clicks. What do you need a Mana Cloud for?
Maybe it's just a skill issue. Maybe it's just a skill issue.
I mean, I do like Mana Cloud, but if I'm looking at any of these other powers, I think I like them more than having Mana Cloud. But Mana Cloud's not
But
bad.
I don't think it's that situational that would be C, but I don't mind it being bottom B.
I think I'd put it top C. I just don't know if I could quite put it B. Because it used to feel when Zeph didn't get mana back on hit, I would agree with you, it was B. It was for sure B because I was always running out of mana because it was hard to get it back on hit. When you get it, when characters have things to get it back on hit, and the Blade of Apotheosis is as strong as it is, since everyone's gonna be running like Apotheosis Greed, Mana Cloud kind of loses its value because no one on your team really needs the mana, in my opinion. Like I don't think a lot of people were out of mana this test. I don't think I was ever commenting, yo, this guy's out of mana. Like maybe like once every like 8 games.
Fair.
Maybe people are
You
just
know
better
what?
at managing their
Yeah.
resources. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think
Maybe, yeah, actually, also, yeah, the better we, yeah, actually, top C. You know, you sold me, Baz. Yeah.
the thing is, in different item metas, I could see Mana Cloud being really good if it enables items that are broken that aren't mana items. Like for some reason, like the CDR Blade and like Greed becomes the new meta because Apotheosis Mana Blade is just a hassle. And you can just have someone have Mana Cloud and go absolutely bonkers with it put it into B tier because the items are broken. But I don't know. I don't think it's a bad power. I feel like if there was a letter between C and B, I would definitely put it there. I would most definitely put it there. But okay, Mana Tap, I'm gonna be honest. I don't recall ever using this power because I just didn't even understand how it worked.
Same. I don't remember ever using that power. So like, what does it even do? Like, mana tap, you tap and you get mana? Question mark? I don't even remember it.
Oh wait, what?
Oh,
Whoops. Yeah, we're just gonna put, huh? That is the I don't remember. I think it kills a camp and you get mana off of it.
And Chips is saying it eats trees/bushes to give mana. I didn't even know it did that. I had no idea.
Okay, well, with the knowledge that it does that, I
then
think
I
put
like
C.
it as a European being able to eat bushes.
Oh,
I think,
okay, I can see that.
then I think it instantly gets value, you know?
Maybe I put it around Mana Cloud because it does the same thing.
I'll probably still have Brushwhacker and Emergency Platform over it.
Okay, yeah, I'd probably
Like,
put
you
it
know,
there.
situation. Yeah.
I don't know enough about it. Okay. It's another spicy take. Money
You
trees.
have a spicy on Money Tree?
Money trees. What do you think about money trees?
My first impression is C tier.
Okay.
Do you have
Where
a
in
hot
C
take?
tier? Where in C tier?
Oh, C, like it's more consistent than Bushwhacker and Emergency Platform, like around top middle-ish.
Okay, I could see that. Now here's my only reason why I really liked Money Trees this last patch. It is like a free greed farm late game,
Yeah.
and you can just keep money treeing. And I think Money Trees is versatile enough where you could maybe like block off a lane if you wanted to and just be really annoying with Money Trees. To just make it so someone can't flank mid-fight. I can just throw down... I can just be like Johnny Appleseed, plugging in some fucking trees into the ground, chilling.
I don't think I ever pick it for the money though, but I do like it as a tool for like peeling, like actually like using it mid fights to block people off. And
That's
using
what
it
I'm
as a
saying,
Peeling
yeah.
tool, yeah. But,
I
like,
would
money,
put
is
it maybe like here.
I'm down for that. I'm down for that.
Because some characters like Bishop, you can just punch trees into people, but like, would I really be picking Money Trees over some of these other powers? Like, I don't know. Oh, another power that's going to be really controversial, probably Mortar. Where do you feel about Mortar?
I think people pick it too much. Like, I don't understand how people get hit by Mortar.
Okay.
I think it's so slow and so predictable. I think it's
Yes.
really bad.
But what about late game circle show match?
I've still seen people with Mortar, but it's so easy to juke.
That is true. It's easy to juke.
Like, you have to be in the map at the same time, but then still I'll tell my teammates, yo, it's a mortar coming, and they'll be in map, and they'll still be able to go out and see, oh, it's a mortar coming, and then get out of the mortar in time.
It is quite annoying. Here's my
It's
problem
annoying,
with
yeah.
Mortar. I have a love-hate relationship with it. As Zeph, it offers me poke tools, late circle. Why is it a purple power the way it is right now?
Yeah, it's not a purple power.
Why
like,
is it a purple power? Like, why?
I think it's a C
Like,
tier
why?
power.
I think it's like Bloodstone level C tier. It's just, if it was like a green power, I'd really like Mortar, honestly. Because I can just click it and then I can play in the circle if someone wants to dive me.
Yeah, like if they made it do like less damage but made it faster, because like, okay, you'll actually try, but like it deals a lot of damage.
It does
but
break
you're
armor
never hitting
too.
it. Yeah, but you're never hitting it. Like
It's so
realistically.
situational to hit it. I mean, here's the thing. It's
Yeah.
another circle that they have to think about, though. Like, I think... Here's the thing. I think Mortar is slept on. Kind of. I don't think it should be a purple power, because it's just getting in the way of other purple powers that could possibly roll that are higher rarity. But the thing is, I also think people aren't good enough with Mortar to use it as a zoning tool to engage off of either. Because if I put, like, a
Yeah.
Mortar behind them, and then I put a like Huntress somewhere, and we zone, they have to take damage to something, and Mortar is like not low dam. I think it's around like this area though.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Maybe
Like I would like, I would honestly have like a brush spore over mortar in a late game.
if there's bushes, I'll put it here.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, since it's so situational, like put it above brush spore. Like I'm down for that.
It's somewhere around here. I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah,
I
yeah,
just
yeah,
think if it was a blue power, I think it'd be like here, but it's just not.
Yeah.
Jammer. See, I don't know how I feel about Jammer. Depends. Depends on the game. But sometimes I almost want people to know where I am in a show match, so that I don't get griefed, because it can put them in weird situations. But if it's global UAV, Jammer's weird.
I think it's a B. I think it's solid. It's like it does what it needs to do. It's always good to have. It's like sometimes you want to choose not to have it, but you would rather have a lot of different powers over it. But I think it's just like solid. I think it's like maybe the best middle B tier power we have. It does exactly what it needs to do.
Sure. I'll put it bottom B.
Yeah.
I don't have any strong opinions about it.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes I like it. Sometimes I want people to know where I am so that they have to like think their positioning. But it's like so coin flip that I don't know.
Yeah. Like niche thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go to the next one.
Ooh, what do you think about this one?
I think it's niche. It's fun. Like the movement speed is actually like decent. I'll probably have a lot of other things over it. Like Maybe like middle top C.
I'll put it like here. I think it's really good.
I would
think it's
probably
really
have
good to start a
Money
fight
3
with.
instead of it. Well, I guess it's like comp dependent. Like I think the
I could see it anywhere here.
yeah, I agree.
I'll
Like
probably put it,
anywhere
like-
there. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I can do that. I think charge is good. If it wasn't blue, it'd be better. I don't think it's quite blue, but I also think if you get your whole team in this and then start a fight, it's really nice. It's really, 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 really nice.
Wait, Major, it also removes any hazardous effects. Which one? This one? Does the
Wait,
charge
this?
remove? Does it do that, Major?
Wait, it does that?
Well, I never used the item, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, it
Does-
does?
Sandworms, water.
What, like anti-heal? Or like...
Wait, so
water?
while you charge, you don't slow in. Wait, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. That's interesting.
I don't think
Then
that
it
fight
becomes,
puts
like-
a B, though. I think it's like...
No, yeah.
Top, like,
I-
definitely above
yeah.
B's.
I need to test that out, actually, because that's interesting. Like, because Mage Bog, dude, hate that area with the water, but like charging a Mage Bog and you won't get slowed. I want to test that actually. That's interesting information if it is correct, and I do trust Major, so I believe it's correct.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are saying that. I think it's
didn't
like...
know that was a thing.
I didn't know that was the thing either. You learn something new every day. All right. Valley's not
Yeah.
that bad. Okay. Regenerative armor, purple power. What do we think about it?
Well, forges are a thing now, so I don't think you care anymore.
I
guess
think,
that's also the reason why they removed it. So
I think this power is the most overhyped garbage in the game.
yeah, and it's so even when it was in the game, it was so slow.
I would just...
It was
yeah.
insanely slow regen.
I would just rather have literally anything else.
Yeah.
Especially because it's purple. I almost want to put it D tier. Like, I'm just so tired of it. Maybe that's me being a little bit too much of a hater. I just am so done with it. Like,
I think it's like bottom C tier. I would. Would I? Yeah, I would pick regen over Bloodstone. I would.
like anything. Dude, like at this
Yeah.
point, I want to put Bloodstone
yeah,
D.
I was just about to say we have too many there. Like Bloodstone needs to go to D now.
Like, it's just... No.
yeah.
That's... Yeah. Remote laser. I think this power...
It's a fun one.
It's
I think
it's really good, but it was really good for a really dumb way. Because server side and everything, and like the way vision worked,
Yeah.
I think it's a C tier power, but I don't mind it. Because especially since you used to be able to get like so many from machine, that it was an actual strat.
Yeah.
You used to farm like 6 of them every game and just like laser everything off.
Yeah, dude, I still have PTSD from the show match where the
Yeah.
devs got like
Oh my
3
God.
lasers or something. I
Yeah.
have PTSD from that game.
I would put it maybe like here.
Oh, I don't think it's that bad though. It's like if you have one, it's good.
I guess,
prep
yeah, it's
for
nice to
late game.
pressure.
Yeah.
Maybe here?
Yeah, I'm down for that. I'm down for that. Like around there.
Ooh, replicator.
S tier.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think it's really good. Like bottom S tier. But it's just free stats. It is like free money. It's good setup. Like you just get a lot of stuff for free. Easy S.
I think top A.
Nah, I think yeah. The chat is agreeing S.
You really
Easy
think?
S.
My thing is, if I see a chest and I see radioactive veil piercer, I guess it depends. It's so situational. I'd put it bottom S. I can agree with that.
Like yeah, I would still pick Blink Dagger and Radioactive over both, but I still think it's S. So
Yeah, I can see it. It's a red power. All right,
Yeah.
sure, for sure. I got that. Rescue Nade, I personally
I
never
missed
used it,
it.
but I think it was a really good power.
I liked it. I miss it. I think it was really fun. I think it's like a B tier thing though.
I think top B tier.
Ooh, I would say mid B tier.
Like here?
Ooh, yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
I think the things that you can do with it are really creative, and the community did not explore it yet.
Dude, I remember the one of my first coolest clips I ever made was like back in like September last year, where we had no idea how to get me into fights because I was Void one trick at that time. So Chip would have Rescue Grenade and Rescue Grenade into fights as Void, and I would like ult top of that.
That's
And
kinda
that happened
crazy.
in the show match. It was great.
That's OP.
But yeah, that's a tangent, but I think it's like, yeah, it's like fine. I miss it a bit. It was fun.
I agree. I think I didn't use this ability enough to really know, but I think this is a power I want to see back in the game.
Yeah, same.
Be Kind's,
S.
I think it's there.
I agree.
I
think
just,
maybe over radioactive. Nah,
radioactive's
I guess
good no
it's-
matter
yeah.
what. No matter
Yeah.
what. Be
Yeah, I think it's
Kind's
fine like that. I
same
think
kind of
it's fine
idea,
like
but
that.
I think radioactive a little bit better. It depends on like how much you really value armors in the game, and that's just gonna depend on the patch, is what it feels like.
Yeah.
Robber, I feel a low A tier.
A tier, really?
The fact, dude, the efficiency you get out of stealing vaults, and the fact that the vault is still on the map, and it's gonna like fuck over someone's tempo because they have to show up and be like, someone robbered it. I think is really nice. It's almost, it's a better version, in my opinion, of the glider jets at doing the same exact thing. Because you don't have
that's
to
why
waste
I would
time.
have it around hover wings, because I think I agree with you, but I don't think you actually get that value, because there is still a lot of dead time in game. I don't think you save that much time, and I would much rather like have the chonkers and the creep on time.
Maybe on the end game. I
Yeah.
think it's a really good efficiency power. I would put it maybe like here then.
I fuck with that. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe low A tier is too high. Sandwall though, is that one low A tier?
That's A. I think that's A actually.
I think low A tier.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like
I
that
think
one is pretty
Sandwall
solid.
Underused. I think people need to use that more. It's really good engage tool, really good peeling tool. 'Cause, like you can walk with it and block projectiles and get into fights. I think it's really good.
Yeah, I think that's really nice for sure.
Hmm.
I think, can you shoot through it as an ally?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, yeah. So it's effectively just a Celeste wall as a power,
Yeah,
which I
and
think
you can't destroy it, so it's better than Celestial.
yeah, it's actually pretty good. Maybe it's above GA then.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Maybe even above health packs. I could see it.
Yeah. I'm not like angry seeing you do that. So like,
I could see it because it's always going to be
Yeah.
good no matter the character compared to like
Yeah,
these
yeah.
are they can be situational from time to time. Scuba gear, I'm going to put it here, I think. I don't think there's enough
Yeah.
water on the map, but when there is water, it's kind of insane.
yeah.
But like if it's
But now we learned about charge being good
Charge.
for that. So that's just
Yeah.
charge is just a better.
it's
that
a
for the whole
much
team.
better version of it. My only thing with scuba is like, sure, it's really good to mage bog, but only one person on your team is realistically gonna have scuba gear.
Yeah.
And now that they took scuba gear out of the shops, it's just like, I don't know. Ooh, sonar. I want to hear what you have to say about this.
I think it's niche. I think it's very niche. I saw a lot of people try to like build, the sonar item for like the equipment upgrade to have it for scouting. But I don't think you realistically need that detailed information. I think it's niche. I think it's good, but I think it's probably like a C, top C. Like the scouting can be good, but yeah. I don't think the details matter too much.
I might put it like here though. I feel like
I'm down
it's
for that,
nice
yeah.
enough if you have like a KP, or if you want to go for engage because you see someone's out of position and they don't know that you know.
Yeah.
Okay, stasis heal. Interested to hear what you have to say about this.
This is the nerfed version, right?
The nerfed version that does not heal, that just keeps you invuln.
Just a D tier. It is
D
so bad.
tier.
Yeah, like you're just setting yourself up to die immediately after it's finished. I feel like it is such like people try to compare it to Sonya's. People try to compare it to that. But like the way fights are being set up, I think I probably like I can put it up to C honestly. I would have it
Okay,
instead of certain things there. But I'm not
because it
these
is red,
too hard.
I think it's a lot worse.
Yeah,
That being
that
said,
as well.
though,
Like it was so bad after the nerf. Like it was S plus pre-nerf, but then after nerf, removing the healing, you being forced in the full animation, it's like a C
but
tier.
here's the thing, right? If I'm playing something that they're gonna hard send on a Zeph and a Luna, and they hard send me in the back line, they use all of their cooldowns, and I can bait them into my team. They're about to kill me. I use stasis heal. They now lost the fight.
But they know exactly when it's gonna be, and
They're not gonna do. But they used all their cooldowns trying to kill me. They just lost the fight because they hard inted and they needed to find the pick on me, but they didn't. We just won the fight. My team is going to now, with all of their cooldowns, immediately burst anyone. The only reason I said this because it's exactly what Moore does on this power. It's exactly what Moore does, to the point where I want to put it maybe lower B, because here's the thing: it has a very niche use. And until people learn to not hard send when someone has stasis heal, it is going to be really good. But you have to be good enough to... It's essentially a pub stomping power, in my opinion, now.
Well, Chipsa, there is no way you're saying this is a top 3 power. There's no way you're saying this is a top 3 power.
I think it's better than what you're saying, because you have to understand, you were taking
Chipsa,
all of the
item
aggro.
got nerfed.
In actuality, you were taking all of the aggro. You're taking so many CDs, and when you hit the stasis... Now the team, like, you were denying all of those cooldowns that were sent into your character, and now the 3 people on your team that didn't use any of their cooldowns get to just onto the enemy team that has no cooldowns, and you will just find a pick off that. And your Zeph's probably gonna heal you after the stasis heal too, and you just got I'm telling you, all of that attention you took from the enemy team, if they don't realize that you have stasis, immediately changes the game.
But it's just like you don't hard engage in that way when you see people have stasis. Like you saying bottom B, right?
I don't think it's a top 3 power. Yeah. I would want to see clips and where it is a top 3 power, because I think it could be. Like, I could see what Chips is cooking. Like, I really could. I would just need to see it. No, I really could though. Because it's a knowledge check. It's like running weird shit like Fire and Ice when I used to play in Overwatch. Like, you'd play some weird ass composition that isn't meta because it's a knowledge check on people. People have to know in stasis heal that you cannot int cooldowns on the guy with stasis heal. But people don't know that yet. I'm telling, I know people don't know that yet because I fucked a fight up and I saw Moore do it and I'm like, motherfucker, I'm a dumbass. He got me. And I know other people are going to struggle against that power if they ever bring it back. The problem is, am I ever taking stasis heal over radioactive, Be Kind, Blink Dagger? I don't know. I don't think it's quite D tier.
All of the exotic items are better than this.
Yeah, but the thing is, if I stumble upon this and I kill a Night 1 boss and I pick this up, I'm not complaining. I think it's really good. It changes, it breaks the game. Unironically, it breaks a pillar of the game. You just deny all of their cooldowns by a press of a button. I think you are severely underrating this power. I think Chipsa, respectfully, is severely overrating this power.
I can agree with that.
It could be really good, and it's a big knowledge check that a lot of players are going to miss. I'm feeling around, just because of how hard it is to get, maybe around to here.
Okay, I think also the reason, when I think about it, the reason why Chipsa is valuing it so hard is because they run so insanely bad team comps, so you kind of need that value. I feel like
I think that this will be
forcing the Shrike and
yeah, but here's the thing: sure. if they run at a Shrike, because you have to run at a Shrike. She's she is the golden calf or whatever that needs to die. That it's a glass cannon. This thing needs to get taken out. And that's how you take her out. You have to run on top of her. And if they do that and they waste cooldowns and they're super out of position because they think they can secure a pick, and now all of a sudden the Shrike is stasised in the middle of their entire team, you just won the fight because the enemy team's dumb. So until people get really smart, this power will have a place in good players' hands.
Well, not the last sentence though. It will have good use for average lobbies, but I don't think you ever get value out of that in high competitive lobbies, because
I think you get value out of it right now. I think we're overstating how good people actually are. I think you could really the gotcha bitch moment is a lot more common than you think. Because I don't think most people, if this was brought back into the game, their first reaction would be, oh, stasis heal, let's maybe not int on that guy. Let's just poke him. Until people learn that, I don't know. I think this power is underrated. I think everyone says it's bad. I disagree. I don't think it's godly. I think it has a place.
Yeah, yeah.
But it
I
is
agree with
red.
that, I agree with that.
I think
Yeah.
if it was purple, this power would be much better and would be used a lot more if it was purple and not red. Like, here's
I
my
don't-
take.
yeah,
Here's
I
my
don't mind
take.
the position it-
Make Hover Wings red, make Stasis Heal purple, and now we got a lot more of an interesting sandbox.
Yeah, for sure.
Because now people are going to see it a little bit differently, in my opinion. But maybe I'm off the fucking the Zan. I don't know. Mana Cloak. As the KP player, what do we think?
Or like, I think B. Like,
B.
yeah, but like
B?
it's so niche. Yeah. Do you want that on any hunter?
Uh,
Like if I'm KP,
I
it's
mean-
like S tier. It's S tier on KP for sure.
I mean, I'm gonna be so real with you. I think it's at least an A, like at least a bottom A. Because here's the thing: it's good on anyone. Like Invis is good on anyone.
Yeah, like Invis is really good now. Like I don't mind bottom A for
Like-
example.
like,
I don't
here's
mind
the
that.
thing. Sure, if I have it on like a ghost, is the ghost really going to engage with Invis? Probably not. Probably not. But the problem is, Ghost is a character that is pretty susceptible to getting jumped on. He doesn't have a lot, like, he does have a lot of mobility, people say, but like compared to all the other bullshit that has crazy mobility, he's the one you want to dive on. So the more in a fight that
Yeah.
I'm like, in my mind, as an oath, when I'm trying to set up a fight for my team, I need to like know where everyone is. If someone's just not there and there's a question mark above my head, and I haven't seen everyone on the team comp, I assume that, at least right now, I assume that it's a stalker or a KP ready to slam me behind my shield. I think it's really good because it doesn't cost enough mana yet. It needs to cost more mana. I would put it in A tier.
Yeah. Like I don't mind that.
Because
Yeah.
the utility is always good. It is always good. The question mark is just so goddamn annoying. Because imagine this in a tournament, and this is the last thing I'll say because I know I'm rambling. Imagine this in a tournament, names are turned off. You've only seen one character, and it's a Zeph on the enemy team. You have no information on what team that is and what comp they're running. You have no information. And when you have a question mark on your screen, the possibility that it could be a KP or stalker that's about to just slam your backline is too much of a possibility that you have to respect it and like spot check. Like it forces you to change the way you play. Whereas if I see
that's
like
fair, that's good.
if
yeah.
I see like a little cook on the ground, like it's good, but it doesn't really change the way I have to play against somebody. Like this just has tangible value in my opinion. Nuke. Ooh, this could be really big. This is normal nuke, not tac nuke. I'm gonna put them in the same vein though, because they do essentially the same thing. What do you think about it?
I think nuke is like bottom A because like it's so huge, like it's very predictable. It is very like easy to juke, but it being able to destroy like rest beacons, like bonfires, etc., and the like range of it, like you can put it from so far away. I think it's like a solid one.
My take is that it's really bad in pubs, but it's really good in show match.
Yeah, for sure.
It's really good when it's good. It's really bad when it's bad.
Yeah.
But I do like me a good nuke. I think when I first started playing the game, I was going to be like, what do you mean? Nuke is S tier. It's a nuke. Moab, tactical nuke. I would agree that it's probably around like here.
Yeah. I love that.
Okay, Team Frog Jump. I'm interested because a lot of people say this, some polarizing things about this power. I want to hear what you have to say.
Oh, I think it's an S tier. I would say like.
Why do you say that?
The reason like it's just a free jump pad. Like jump pads
Yep.
are so broken by themselves, and being able to just use it once for your whole team, I think is extremely valuable.
Okay, but where in S
Rotations
tier are we
or
putting
fight-
it?
Probably bottom S
I would
tier.
agree. I would say
Yeah.
bottom S, top A. My only
was-
problem is that it's a
jumping
red
is so
power.
broken.
It is a red power, and the other red powers are so much better than a Team Frog Jump that it unironically nerfs it to be like not as good.
I think if you like have frog jump as like a purple, then it becomes way too broken because it's easier to find. I think.
Yeah, I mean I agree.
Yeah.
But is it a bad thing to have an A tier red power?
But I
Because
don't
like
think
this is
that one
based on the
it, though.
economy. This is based on the economy of the red
But
power.
a nuke is a red power, and that I think is A.
It's also
you
a
know,
purple
it's-
power though.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
Also, Pensado also says maybe it's not as good because of the gravity changes and you can get pulled by Void out of it. It's not. Jump pads aren't
No,
as
it's-
egregious as they were. But
Like,
I still think they're very
jump pads
strong.
are still broke. Yeah, I think people are exaggerating like the gravity nerf. It's you can feel it, but it's not insanely bad or anything.
I mean, my take is though, like if I see in a red box, radioactive, be kind, and Team Frog Jump is not even a possibility in my mind.
Yeah. No,
And
yeah,
that's
I
why
agree.
I'm
Like,
saying
yeah.
I think it's top A. If we're looking at specifically just the power itself, I would say it's S tier. But when you have other variables at play here, I think it's an A tier.
But then wait, how many do we have? We have 6.
Wait,
in S.
Sinoid though says that Creep Cloner is better than Team Frog Jump. Because it could be a jump pad.
But you can when.
But it's a
people put
cast time
you
and
kill-
people can shoot the jump pad. So I think Team Frog
Yeah.
Jump is de facto better.
Yeah. Like I see you cooking, so like, but no.
He is
But I
cooking
think it would be fair, thinking about main mode being squad, and then you can have 8 powers. I think having Team Frog Jump in S is still fine because you want like the full. Like, what is the full S tier comp you can have with the 8 slots of powers on a team? And then I think you want to have Frog Jump.
I'd
in
want
those.
every person on my team to have Hover Wings Abyss or Abyss, either the Hover Wings or Abyss Specialist. That's it.
I think, yeah, because like we have 6 powers right there. So we put a Frog Jump and then like probably one more. Like, because I see like the Kaiju item. Oh wait, fuck yeah, we have the Kaiju item still. Damn.
Yeah, I think Team Frog Jump top A tier is reasonable.
Yeah, let's hold it for now and then see at the end.
Yep.
Yeah.
Chonker, how do we feel?
Top B.
I put it below Chonker Cannon.
It's like, I think, yeah, because like I would say Chonker is better in pubs, but Chonker Can is better in competitive.
Yep, I agree with that. Oh, Thorn Shell though. How do we feel?
Ooh. It was fun. It was niche. I think it's
Niche.
like
I think it's really good. But where did you say?
I think it's so easy to react to. Like when you pop it, it's like you just stop for like.
I think
a
you're just the
second,
goat, Tom.
I feel like it was very easy to react.
I
to.
think you might
And it
just be
didn't
the
deal-
goat.
And then it doesn't deal that much damage. Like it blocks decently. I think
it's
would
better than
say,
most
like,
C tiers though.
Yeah, like I would be down for bottom B.
I would put it probably like here. It's good on any character, and if I have double Thorn Shell on an engage,
I
early
don't mind
game,
that. I don't
not
mind
bad.
that.
Like it
placement,
just
yeah.
forces you to not shoot me though. Like sure, it
Yeah.
doesn't do a lot of damage, but it forces more health onto me, and it gives me more opportunities.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Why am I hearing like crickets?
Crickets?
Oh my god, this is the DSI shop theme?
The what?
I did not know that. Ludwig is the goat. Anyways. Yeah. Okay, Hatchet.
Oh, with the money tree, broken combo. That's the goated combo, underrated combo.
I hate
Money
this
tree
power.
hatchet.
I
so fun.
fucking hate
But
this
alone, it doesn't really do anything.
I fucking hate this power.
I would have it above Bloodstone.
Okay,
like,
okay. I was saying
and,
that I
and
was just
scuba and scuba.
Okay, yeah.
But that's fine.
Okay,
like,
maybe
yeah.
honestly maybe this.
Yeah, yeah.
Like anything. Jesus Christ, there's some really bad powers. Thank God they took some of these out of the game. It's more useless than Gilly. You have a point. Honestly, dude, I don't want to get caught. I don't want to get caught in the semantics of how dog shit these powers are. Okay, they're dog shit, and that's okay.
And that's okay.
Tree Prison.
It's like
It used to be an S tier.
mid. Yeah, but they like it's so easy to react to that. It's like middle top C.
I think it's
It's
low.
a really
I
fun
think it's
power
bot
with
B.
face with 3.
I think it's either bottom B or it's below Mana Cloud. Dude, it does the same thing as Money Trees, but better and faster.
Yeah, I don't mind that. Yeah.
I honestly might even want to put it there.
Yeah, I can fuck with that. Like also like if because of the new boots upgrades.
Oh,
Like,
I didn't
I
think
cooked
about
with
that.
I cooked with that a few times. It's fun actually.
I didn't
I'm
think
down to
about
have it on
that.
bottom B. I'm down for bottom B.
That's actually kind of cool. Yeah, there's some stuff. Okay, Tree Spy. Okay, this I have
Okay,
seen
put it-
so
just
many
put it-
people I've seen so many people on Twitter saying they want this power back. How do you feel about it?
I say put it in S for like half a second so Major can be happy, and then we put it back to like B tier.
Where in B tier? I maybe put it around Creep Cloner B tier, because it does the same thing as a Creep Cloner.
I would have it just below creep, because I feel like there's some creeps you could just get more value out of, because again it's
That's
more
true.
niche because you're dependent on having trees. So maybe
I do really
even
like this though.
Yeah, I think it's niche.
But
enough. Maybe...
most final circles you have trees. Like,
Okay,
even in
I
the...
just want anti-mobility above it, and then I'm happy.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Okay. Two-way teleporter. I have my thoughts.
That's really good, but it's a bit niche. I don't think
I
it's...
disagree. I think this power is... There's infinite possibilities. It's a blue power as well.
I would rather have frog jump than teleporter.
But teleporter's blue. Dude,
Okay,
all
that's
I'm
a
saying,
fair
let me
point.
cook with the two-way TP though.
It is good.
I've cooked with this thing. But
There is a lot of cooking you can do with it.
maybe it's not that good. Maybe it's like A tier.
I don't mind the top A though, but I would just have like frog. Like I can see it around the bungees, the grapples, and the airballs. I think it's really good. Like just moving bonfires, getting boxes, like rotating. I think it has a lot of its values.
It depends on the type of player you are.
Yeah.
I think for most players, these powers are going to do more. But if you are a player that thinks about the game in a very specific way, two-way TP is like insane.
Yeah. I'm happy with that spot.
Because it has such a long cooldown, and you have to be really particular about the way you're using it too. But in a competitive setting, yeah, it's very good to have.
Yeah.
I feel good about the placement it's at. I mean, A tier, like, these are all, like, outstanding powers. These are outstanding powers. It's just, like, these are, like, game-breaking powers in S tier. Piss bottle, as I call it.
Just below Lil Cook, I would say. It's really good value, quick heals, quick, like, setup, but you don't get a lot of stuff.
I think it's good in the sense that when you find it, you use it, and you can drop it and keep moving on.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think I put it maybe top C. Because I would rather have a lot of these powers. Because, like, dude, you only really need, like, a use out of this, and you're done.
Like in most cases, but then I would probably have it. Like late game standouts, like if you have a Pokemon, I would like instead of UAV, I would probably have that. I would probably like say bottom B. Like I'm down for bottom B.
Okay.
But I would like rather have it than a UAV, for example.
I'll put it below the tree prison. Just because people on stream can't see because my camera's blocking it. We have a lot of B tier powers. Oh, okay.
We got
Spicy
the
takes. Spicy takes are inbound.
Okay, first one, I want to say that the scale is the worst of the three.
I disagree, but keep
What?
talking.
Okay, which do you think is the worst?
Kaiju Heart.
You think so?
I think so.
Why? I want to hear that first.
Kaiju scale, the way that it zones and its cooldown time is way more beneficial. I can drop a Kaiju scale on top of my team if a team wants to completely int on me, and it is a stun that they have to fuck off of. It sets up just so much.
Yeah, I guess it's a good peeling tool.
It is a good peeling tool. It's a good engage tool. It is a tool that is just so good. A lot of people,
I agree. Heart is actually the worst. Yeah, no,
I think Heart is the
I was
worst.
thinking. Yeah, I was thinking wrong. Yeah, I take it back. I take it back.
But
Heart
I
is
will.
worst.
But we can go through everyone in order. But I think Kajuai is the best power in the game. It is hands down the best power in this game. It is extremely consistent to get, and you pop that before every single fight, before every single rotation, and you have information on the entire map.
Would you
and information.
honestly have Kaiju Eye over radioactive?
Here's the thing. A Kaiju red is different than a radioactive red. Here's the thing. In order to get a radioactive, I'm going to probably need a tool to get that, which is either going to be orange armor or a Kaiju power that is going to give me info on what fights I can and cannot take to get the PvP key to fight the Night 1 boss. I think Kaiju Eye, it's more consistent, and it gives so much info. I think it is the best power in the game. I've lost games to really dumb shit where this power got robbered out of the vault after I won a fight against Lemur Squad in the tournament. I was so fucking irate, and they won the game because they know where everyone is. They can take the perfect rotate, and no one can stop them because no one else has that info.
I think it's a very fair point on the fact that like exotics are locked behind the red chest. I think that values in. So I see that point. Because I'm trying to think, okay, would I want any of the other powers that are not exotic powers over the Kaiju Eye? And I probably wouldn't. So I think that's a very fair take.
Like I've done so much thinking about it. My personal opinion is this is the best power in the game. In my opinion. It's easy to get, relatively, and when you do have it, your entire macro for the rest of the game, assuming you get it out of a Kaiju Vault, is now 10 times easier. Because also, you know where teams are, but they don't know where you are because they don't know that you're hitting. They know you're hitting the radar, but they don't know where you're hitting the radar. So, for example, if I'm playing in Heart, like near those train tracks, and I'm taking a fight in like Prisma Heart area near the train tracks, and I see a team hit under rot UAV, I know that I'm about to get third partied and I can't fight. But if that team from under rot just hit a Kaiju Eye, I do not know if I can take this fight or not. Because I do not know if there's a team under rot. There probably is, and I actually wouldn't take that fight anyways, just from intuition, because someone's always going to be under rot. But I'm not for sure. And the fact that it's like a incognito UAV 2 with the color of teams, by the way. So if I know what color a team comp is that I know I can't beat in a specific area of the map, I can just fuck off from there too. It is like the ultimate, how good are you at knowing, at knowledge of the game. And if you are, in theory, an encyclopedia of SUPERVIVE knowledge and you have Kaiju Eye, there is no reason that you take a bad rotate ever in the game. You will always have good information. It is just such a good power that deserves S tier.
I agree. I think you cooked with that. I see the points, and I agree.
That's my take. Kaiju Heart, I don't think is as good. When I see Kaiju Heart in the Kaiju Vault, I kind of sigh, and I'm like, fuck. Because I could have had Kaiju Eye. But where do you think you put Kaiju Heart?
I think Kaiju Heart is like a slightly better version than like the Air Blast, because like you just get it all around you. It's like a knockback all around, so it's easier to use, it's easier to get value from.
It also takes away projectiles too. Does Air Blast take away projectiles? I don't think it does.
I don't know.
I think it just pushes back.
But I guess you also have to factor like the passive, because like the second passive is of course like creep damage, which is nice. It can help, and the third one is of course like with the armor reduction. I think it would be fair. I would probably have Kaiju Scale as like the last one on S tier, and then Kaiju Heart somewhere on A. Like
here's my thing. Because Kaiju Heart is a Kaiju power, and it has a possibility to take away from the goatness that is Kaiju Scale and Kaiju Eye.
Yeah.
It tilts me.
It tilts
me. It tilts, like Kaiju Heart, it tilts me that it's there. Because it's just not as good as the other two. And maybe it's because I'm kind of shit and I don't know how to use it right. I don't know, Kaiju Heart?
I would probably have Team Frog Jump above the Heart.
But I also think I would much rather have a Bungee, a Grapple Hook, a 2 ATP, an Air Blast, a Sandwall. Med Pack's negotiable. Like, I almost think maybe, like, here.
Oh, that's... But do you agree with, like, Kaiju just above Replicator?
Just above Replicator, Kaiju Scale?
Yeah. Actually below. I think he should be just below Replicator.
I mean, either one of these two. Like, the thing is, they do so much different things.
Yeah.
I would put it like here.
That's fair. I don't mind it. But the heart is kind of like. But I would rather have the Kaiju Heart than Air Blast. I don't see it being that low.
But Air Blast is like infinitely easier to get and not taking away from these two. In theory. Like, there's a 33% chance that I get griefed by the devs in a show match and they chose, oh yeah, you went for the Kaiju Vault this game? Oh, you got Kaiju Heart. Fuck you. Like, oh, thanks, Jotung. Thanks, man. Like, thanks for putting Kaiju Heart in there instead of Kaiju Eye. Like, that was really nice of you.
Yeah, but there's still a big difference between Kaiju Heart and Eye. I agree, but I don't think it's that low still. I think I would rather... I think I would have it below.
Yeah, because I would pick it up no matter what, because there is a possibility I find a second Kaiju power and I do 2x.
Yeah, and I think you need to like value in the passive, because like the passive is a big part of it as well.
Okay, maybe we put it here.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Okay.
I think we've been cooking.
I think this is the list. Realistically, there's some powers missing out. The powers with like full health. Like full health, delicate mana battery, I think is really good. I think that's like worth it. All of those ones I think are really good depending on the character. We don't have the PNGs for that, so I don't think we need to discuss realistically. Those are better than, I would say, most of C, depending on what it is. The Invis one's pretty damn good.
Yeah, is there any like big other powers that we're like missing out on that we don't have?
I mean, the one that
we
makes
could just talk
like
about,
the Invis, like the Invis at full health is pretty good. Speed at full health is pretty good. Mana at full health is pretty good. Are they gonna break into S tier? Maybe the Invis one. Yes.
I would say A. I would rather have Frog Jump than the like Invis, because you're also dependent on being full health.
Yeah, but if you have a Zeph, you're always gonna be topped off.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Mana Cloak kind of does the same thing.
Yeah, and it's a blue power.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think.
What about Red GA? I think it's good.
It's a little bit
A-tier,
better, but I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. There's no use. There's no use if you're just gonna win.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. I think it's like Red Nuke, like doesn't change too much. Like Red
GA kind of maybe pushes it up a bit, but not like too much.
Bit. What other reds are like the other upgrades?
There's like there's weapon upgrades but that makes it weird too.
Yeah, they're like equipment.
If we like any of the powers, I'm probably taking over most equipment, unless it's like Masamune, which does make all the red powers a little bit better, I guess. But like, I don't know.
I think this is looking pretty good overall.
I
feel
don't
like we
mind this
covered
tier
a
list.
few things,
I don't mind this. I think this might be a save download angle.
I think what we're getting from this list is Bring Back Rescue. I think that's
that's kind of what I'm thinking. Bring Back Rescue.
That's the highest of the ones that have been removed. No, I think so. Yeah. Bring Back Rescue Grenade.
Okay,
that's a good
saved
one.
it. Yeah, my thing, I would say...
no, anti-mobility field is still in the game.
It's also out of the game. It's also out of the game. So I would say take out these powers down here. These, what is it, 5?
Well, Regen is out. Get rid of Scuba, get rid of Bloodstone.
Get all these things out.
Yeah.
Add in
I can
these
understand
guys.
why you want the ghillie suit to stay in the game. Like, the Americans will love it. Like, it's good for... But at least 3 of them, 4 of them can be removed, you know, so...
I think having more powers, though, that are available in the game makes it interesting from season to season, that you can maybe...
Chips says, like, stasis being B makes everything else worthless.
That's what Sinoid feels about Creep Cloner. I think stasis is... It is a power that is good based on the state of the game. I don't know where it's going to be in longevity type shit. So yeah, I feel pretty good about this.
Yeah.
I don't really have anything else.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy.